This podcast is brought to you by Anchor. Anchor is a great way to have a podcast. All you simply have to do is download the app and you can get started from there. You don't even need any equipment. You can record straight from the app off your phone. You don't have to worry about trying to figure out which platform is best for you. Anchor will distribute to all platforms, including Spotify and Apple Music. So why don't you go download the app and get started on your podcast today? Get your voice out there. What's happening? It's your boy Pete McCorvey. Appreciate you rolling up on the porch to holler at me. It's Pete McCorvey's Porch Talk. Let's go. Welcome back. Hey, this is Pete McCorvey, a.k.a. Peter Mac, your country cousin. Hey, welcome back to the porch, everybody, man. Just sitting here. I'm chilling. I'm kind of happy because I'm on leave. It's Friday. I just got put on to get me $100 for a show at 5 tonight, but I'm also mad because my weekend is coming up, which means in less than 72 hours, I'm going to have to report back to the ship. Yeah, my 2 weeks of vacation is coming to an end and back to the grind, or the plantation, or the pen, as you want to call it. Man, I feel like Henry Hill on Goodfellas when he was having his last hurrah before he was about to report to the pen. It's been crazy. I've been out and about, seeing a lot of stuff around Tacoma that I hadn't really seen before, man. Like, it's a park I go to right by my house, Wright Park. I talk about it all the time. I rode by there, and there was a manuscript museum. Yeah, a nigga's a nerd a little bit, especially history. So I went in there, man. They had the original manuscript for the proposal of the Olympic Games in 1896, the modern Olympic Games. They had the rescue report for the Titanic in there. They had the surrender of the Japanese during World War II. Oh, man, it was real cool. Then I went down to the waterfront. That's the Tacoma waterfront, literally 2 blocks away from my house. Never went down there. I am so ashamed of myself for doing it, but I finally went down there. Finally got to check it out, man. Oh, it was great. It was wonderful, man. I had a good time, very relaxing. A lot of stuff didn't happen. My boy, Uncle Larry June, he dropped his new album last night. Oh, man, I'm so glad I got put on Larry June, man. To be honest with you, him, G. Perico, Payroll Giovanni, and Cardo, man, I don't care what nobody say, and Dom Kennedy, them boys are bringing G-Funk back. If you know me, you know I love G-Funk. Y'all know G-Funk is my thing. Ain't nothing like riding, listening to some G-Funk, cruising down the streets. They bringing that sound back. It's their own little unique sound, but you can hear that little touch in it. So every time I'm rolling through the streets, I feel like a hood nigga, a street nigga riding around about to go get his points back on the op, or I feel like a player that's about to go get money out of one of his chicks. The music is just beautiful. This new album Larry June dropped, it was wonderful. The Game also dropped a new album too, called Drillmatic. He's trying to get on the drill scene. I'm not gonna lie, the first few songs on it, I was digging it, but then it kind of like lost a little steam to me. I mean, one, it's 30 songs. It's 30 songs, damn near 2 hours. Bro, ain't nobody got time to be listening to it. You should have broke that up into 2 albums. You should have had part 1 of the album and part 2. And that 10-minute the 10-minute diss he had for Eminem, I don't know. I want to know what Eminem did to him. Eminem must have fucked one of his chicks back in the day and got her pregnant or something, because that man was hurt on that song. Oh my goodness. I was sitting there like, good God, man. all right, bro, take it easy, man. All right, that's enough. Jesus, all right, you stop it now. Good God. But it's like I said, I'm having a good time this past week. I'm sitting here thinking about my time in Oakland. Oakland was amazing. Like, if y'all know, I had made my last episode. I was on I-5 with my boy Bo Blast, and we was coming back from Oakland. And Oakland, I like Oakland. Oakland is very gritty. It's very gritty, but it's like it kind of reminds me of my hometown, Moss Point, Mississippi. It's not that, because Oakland's not that big. It's not that big. It's a tight-knit community. It's very diverse, but it's gritty. Don't get it twisted. It's everything we hear about Oakland, it is sure enough that, like for example, man, I rode by Fremont High School over in East Oakland, and I come to find out that's where Keisha Cole and Too Short went to high school at. Like I know I mentioned this on the last episode. After going in that area, I see why Too Short is the way he is, and I see why Keisha Cole is as fucked up in the head as she is or was. Hopefully, she didn't got therapy and got a mind right. Cause you can't blame all that on Frankie and Nephew, her sisters, and all that. That her environment made her. Her environment played a big ass role in what happened to her in life. But like I said, Oakland was cool. I got to go see Fruitville Station where Oscar Grant tragically was murdered. Man, rolling by there, man, that was eerie. My friend Simone, who I went to Alcorn with, we rolled by there and we got out, and it's still an active station, but it was like eerie, y'all. Like it was quiet. I'm talking about you couldn't hear church mouse pissing on cotton. That's how quiet it was over there. And then I went to the turnstile, and it was so eerie going that turnstile and seeing where Buddy literally took his last few steps and last breaths of life. Because I looked at the turnstile, I looked at them steps like just up there, my man lost his life. And they got a beautiful mural painted to him. It was it was so beautiful. It was amazing to see. And also, I got to ride by the original headquarters of the Black Panther, which is 1048 Peralta Street in West Oakland. It's a privately owned home now because when we walked up on it, a dog started barking, dog started going off, and then they had like the hazard, and then they had like the theft lights come on. So I had to get out, put my Black Power fist up real quick, let my girl snap the pictures, and I dipped. Oh my God, it was amazing. It's just, you could feel the power and the history at that building. I also got to ride by Laney College. If any one of y'all are familiar with the show Last Chance U, they had the last football season of the show at Laney College. You can definitely tell that it is a JUCO because the lights, the luminescent lights on the building, half of them were out. So you know that it was you know that they, so it's JUCO and you get what you pay for. But like I said, I was good to see my friend Simone. I hadn't seen her in like 14 years. And oh my goodness, 14 years did her good. Woo, if she was not my home girl, I would have, man, I'd have tried. I'd have sent her down through there. You did. But no, that's the homie. And I shout out to her for showing me around. I had tried this place called Trap Kitchen. Oh my goodness, man. That food's so good. Now, man, it make you want to slap your mama, your grandmama, your auntie, your girlfriend's baby daddy, the child. Well, you don't really, me honestly, I don't really need too much tempting to slap half of these girls out their children, because half of them, they little asses, they little brats and they little piss ants and get on your nerves. But man, it was, I had a great time. It was amazing out there. We had to end up getting up out of Trap Kitchen because they were attached to this building and they was having a party, and it was a Meg Thee Stallion themed party. Now, I ain't gonna lie, we saw some talent in them. Hell, matter of fact, most of the talent was the people that was working there. Oh my God, it was one chick, she actually looked like she could have been Meg Thee Stallion's stand-in double. That girl had it. But when they said that 18 and up was in there and gonna be partying, you lost me with that. I am not partying with no 18-year-olds. I ain't doing that. I ain't doing it. But yeah, Oakland, I had a good time out there performing. We actually ended up got to go over to San Fran. Couldn't see everything I wanted to see in San Fran, man. I went through Chinatown and I was right over by Castro, which is the gay district, because my friend Ashley, she's of the LGBTQ community, and she was telling me, she was like, hey, why don't you take a ride through Castro? I said, dude, I am well exposed to the world. I know about Castro and I know the significance of Castro. So you ain't telling me nothing I don't already know about Castro. Only thing I'm mad about, even though I didn't get to go to Pier 39, I didn't get to go down, I forgot what street that was, the most crooked street in the United States. I forgot what the name of it was in San Fran. And I didn't get to go to Ashbury or Alcatraz. I'm just mad I couldn't get to take a picture by the Golden Gate Bridge. That was one of the one things I wanted to do while I was out there. Didn't get a chance. Y'all, I'm talking about when I found out I couldn't get a chance to do that. I cried like a 4-year-old in 1993 when he found out he couldn't get a Ninja Turtle doll. Man, that would have made my trip complete. But it is what it is. It definitely it's going to give me a reason to go back. And I don't know what it was, but going back to Oakland and getting back in California made me realize that I miss Cali like a motherfucker, man. I miss that place so much. I cannot wait to get back. California, baby, if you're listening, I won't take you for granted this time like I did last time when I come back in spring. I am coming back. I am not going to take my time there for granted. I'm going to get into what I want to talk about. So, yeah, I'm a Christian, man, so I always try to go to church. I mean, I don't go to church as much as I used to growing up or as I should now that I'm an adult. But every time I get stationed somewhere, I try to find a church, make that my church home. But what I seem to always end up doing every time I go somewhere, I seem to end up going to these churches that had these small congregations. When you go to church, they got these small congregations, man. As soon as they see you in there and you tell them you think about pressing membership, 9 times out of 10, you didn't even tell them you want to place membership there. Because I remember when I was stationed in Augusta, Georgia, I had just went and visited this church. My first weekend in town, went and visited this church. Lady tried to put me in the choir as soon as she heard my deep voice. So I told her, she was like, "Oh, baby, you got a nice voice. You sing?" I'm like, "No." I was like, I somewhat sing. I mean, I can't really hold a tune. I'll never be Blue from the Temptation. She's like, "But I want you to be in the choir." I'm like, "Lady, can I get acquainted with the church? I don't even know what a bathroom is in there. I don't even know all the parts of the sanctuary." That's a sign that you know the church is small. As soon as you start going there on a regular basis, they want to start making you part of the service. Like, "Oh, wait a minute, bro, I literally just got drunk last night. Like, I'm still got liquor in my system. I don't think I need to be blessing the communion table or giving the benediction to leave here. I'm trying to get my soul completely cleansed before I start, working towards trying to serve the Lord. Let me get myself right, and then we can work on me serving the Lord and all that." And also, you got to wonder, because you got to know that there's people out there, they looking to try to trap you for what you got. So, I'm going to give you an example. When I first started going to the church I go to here in Tacoma, my first day in there, I'm in there. I announce I'm a visitor. I say I'm stationed nearby. People meeting me. Everybody meet me. This one older sister comes up, and I'm going to say her name, Sister Johnson. I ain't going to put her name out there. She was like, "Oh, baby, you stationed?" I said, "Yes, ma'am." I'm stationed. I said, "I'm stationed across the way in Bremerton, but I live over here." Then she looks down at my hand. And she said, "Oh, my goodness, I see that ring. You're not married, are you?" Because I had a gold ring, but it was on my right ring finger, not my my left. And it was like a simple ring, no design. And I said, "No, ma'am." I said, "This is my right hand. It's not my left." So, "Oh, so you sing?" I'm like, "Yes, ma'am." She's like, "Oh, well," and then she goes, she's like, "Oh, well, my granddaughter, she's single and all this and that and the third." So, as soon as they do that, they trying to put you on their granddaughter. This is something I learned going to church over the years. Whenever a church woman is trying to put you on her granddaughter, that means that girl is either a backslider, she be running the streets, or she like messing with street niggas. And they want them to get away from them, and you a good dude, so they want you to be that sucker that's going to take care of them. And she was like, "Well, my granddaughter, she's single." And this is what the woman said. I can't make this shit up. She was like, "Oh, she got long hair. She's skinny. She like to cook." I'm like, so that's criteria for her being a good woman? She light-skinned, skinny, can cook? I'm like, this woman she basically was pulling Miss Seeley's stepdaddy from The Color Purple when he tried to sell her off, when Mr. wanted Nettie, but he ended up selling Seeley off. That's pretty much what this lady was doing. I'm like, "Well, ma'am, I'm just single right now. I'm trying to enjoy." She's like, "Oh, she's this, that, and the third." She said, "And she really loves the Lord. She loves the Lord. She comes to church." She said she loves the Lord. She really knows the Lord. She said, "I hope she ends up coming to church." And I said, "Wait a minute, hold up, time out, pause. She loved the Lord, but you hope she come to church today?" Wait a minute. That don't make no sense. Some ain't adding up here. So then I'm gonna tell y'all. So a couple of Sundays that I ended up meeting the girl, and I shook her hand, was having a nice, polite conversation with her. And the woman was kind of just looking at me like, smiling, like, yeah, you see her? She's nice. I'm like, oh man, what type of 1920s backwood country shit I'll give you my daughter for 2 pigs and a goat shit is this? Like, no, it's just wild, man. So I was laughing. It was funny to me, man. I was like, this woman is really trying to pimp her granddaughter off, thinking I'm gonna sit there and take care later. This is not 1947. You're not gonna get no dude that's in the military that actually got some sense who to get your granddaughter and whisk away. But the number one thing that let me know she was trying to operate like this was back in the day, the girl 21. I was 32 at the time. I hadn't made 33 yet. And I had to even tell her that. I said, well, ma'am, I don't know if you know this, but I'm 32 years old. She's 21. And when they say, oh, but she's real mature for her age and all that. Man, I ain't trying to hear that real mature for your age shit. This is, you're talking about, well, she's dated men that's in their 30s and stuff. Oh, nope, you know what that shows me? This is a sack chaser. She trying to get something for nothing out of a dude. No. I'm not gonna be a Tootsie Roll Pop, aka a sucker. No. She ain't finna find out how many licks it takes to get to my center. You can send her the fuck back where you found her. That's not what's going down. And I've been going to church for the last few months, and guess who I ain't been seeing there, y'all? You guessed it, I ain't been seeing the granddaughter though. So if she really loves the Lord, my ass. Speaking of which, about young women and how they are. So I'm segueing into my my next topic. I recently just was on Facebook scrolling, trying to just wake up, knocking the cobwebs out, since I'm sleeping late because I got time off. And I ran across a story of this dude who is a 27-year-old naval officer who ended up killing his 20-year-old pregnant girlfriend. So upon examining the story, and I look at the mugshot of the dude. I'm like, this dude look familiar. But then when I read the name of the dude, it was a guy I went to A school with right after I got out of boot camp. And I was floored. I couldn't believe it because this dude was always laid back, had his head on right, had laser sharp focus. I was like, no, I can't believe this happened. What's going on? Like this I knew the dude was good. He used to mess with one of my little young homegirls that was in A school with me. She went to boot camp with me and went to A school with me. And he used to mess with her, and he was one of because she used to get around on base. She had dated like 3 or 4 dudes on base. But out of all them dudes she dated, he was the most solid, most focused, and just all around. He was just all around decent dude. And I even told her, I said, you need to stop playing with that dude. That is a guy you need to follow and you need to be with. But she was like, well, we just kicking it. We doing us. We ain't whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. So fast forward like 3-4 years later, she going through relationship problems. Me and her even smashed it up one time when she was going through relationship problems. Hey, look, that's the homie, but hey, she still had a nice ass on her, and I like me a nice big ass. So, it is what it is. She ended up doing all that. She's married now, but she's going through relationship problems, going through this, that, and the third. My man then went from enlisted, got him a commission, doing great things. Proud of him. I'm seeing him moving up the ranks. So when I saw this story, I'm like, oh my goodness. But the thing is, my man's 27, the girl was 20. I'm gonna talk to all y'all, you older cats, if you're on the other side of 25, leave them women under 25 alone, man. Leave them alone. They ain't got nothing to offer. Half the time, or more than half the time, they ain't got a pocket piss in or when to throw it out of. They ain't got their own shit. They don't got their own nothing. Half the time, they still running around acting a fool, staying at their mama house. They still probably 9 times out of 10 stay at my hell. They be over 25 and some of them still stay at their mama house. Like I told y'all that last incident I had, a girl was 28 staying at mama house, had a daughter, they shared a room. So like, you know, they under 25, man. Well, let me be honest, hell, they under 35. These girls, they mind are distorted. They not thinking about tomorrow. Hell, they ain't thinking about 2 hours from now. All these girls want to do is go out and party, have a good time, and they so influenced by social media. These girls can't think past Instagram. They can't think past Facebook. They can't think past Love and Hip Hop, Real Housewives of Atlanta, Real Housewives of Orange County, the Potomac, Real Housewives of Bumblefuck, Michigan. They can't think past none of that. Their reality is set on what they see on a screen. You should not be messing. If you over 25, you ain't got no business messing with nobody under 25. I'm going to be honest with you. Rule of thumb for me. Anything like 2000, I ain't messing with. But I got a rule of thumb anyway. Anything past 1991, I ain't messing with. Because I don't know what it is about 1992 on. There's a disconnect. As a matter of fact, it's something about 1992. I don't know what it is about 1992, but all of like the crazy experience I've had in my dating history lately, it's been them 92ers. I don't, only good thing that happened in 92 is the Dream Team won the Olympic Games. Other than that, 92 92 ain't a good year. 92 is when the Rodney King riots happened. You know, and so I can't see anything other than Dream Team women Olympic gold that 92 that benefits from 92. But 92 on, I don't even mess with them. I don't entertain them. It's a disconnect. They mind is shot. I don't know what it is. I want to honestly think 92 because I had this theory about 1992. Them were the last of the genuine crack babies. They were the last of the genuine crack babies. The reason I say they were the last of the genuine crack babies, because you know the crack epidemic was between the height of crack epidemic was between 86 to 93. So you know they right in the what's the word I'm looking for? They right at the apex. Yeah, I told y'all I know big words. They at the apex of what was the crack epidemic. They was right at the height of it. So they parents, either the mamas was like messing with crack or cocaine or something at that time, or they daddies was messing with them. And something in their system, either their mama's system or when they daddy, something in their daddy's semen, when he let it loose and it hit their egg, something in there has got them distorted and their brain messed up. Because they don't think properly. They mindset is just totally different. Their logic is just flawed. They can't think logically. You know, a lot of these girls will sit up and fall asleep to trap music. Like, they will fall asleep to trap music. A lot of them have sex to trap music. Now, I can deal with that because 9 times out of 10, I ain't thinking about the music if we hitting. We hitting, I ain't 9 times out of 10 thinking about it. I might sit there halfway through it, and that's if it ain't good. Be thinking, does she really got, YFN Lucha on right now? What the hell is going on? That's if it ain't good. But to sit there and like be like laying down, chilling with them, they don't want to listen to no Giveon. They don't want to listen to Masego. They don't want to listen to Queen Naja, Ari Lennox. They don't listen to Jasmine Sullivan. They will listen to all that trap. It's like, oh my God. Even when you ride with them and y'all going on dates and shit, they be wanting to listen to that. I'm like, girl, can you put some R&B on? At least, can we turn on some Larry June, some Dom Kennedy? Can we get into a vibe mode? Why is it? I don't want to hear that. And me and you finna go out to eat, or me and you chilling like you smoking and you vibing, because you know I'm in the military, so I don't do that. You smoking and vibing, we cooling. I don't want to hear that turned up shit. I'm trying to relax and be cool. And that's why a lot of them can't sit down and just enjoy the moment, because they too hyped up off everything around them, all the substances they abuse. all the music and everything. Everything is a twerk, a turn up. Ain't nothing just sit your ass down and chill with them. It's they got to be on go all the time. And then a lot of them don't know how to get it for themselves. So they're going to try to get it out of a dude who seemed like he got it all together. Because my man, 27 years old, lieutenant in the Navy, his shit is laid together. It's all laid on a track. He right on track. Everything together. So I know this little 20-year-old little girl saw that. And I'm pretty sure she got pregnant by him on purpose. He probably didn't want to have it. She probably started acting crazy because I've seen it happen a lot of times. These women will get pregnant by these dudes. Then they'll switch up on. They start acting this, that, and the third. And start making life so much more difficult for Buddy than it need to be. Just because they know, I'm pregnant by him. Yeah, I got his baby. So I got him right where I want him now. He can't do nothing. He can't do a thing he want to do. I got this nigga now. That's how they think. These young chicks, they try to scam. And they good at like finessing their way. That's if you can't peep it coming. And it's hard because a lot of them, I will give it to a lot of younger. They real crafty. They're real crafty with how they approach certain dudes. So you gotta like kind of peep it right at the door what she's about. Cause I'm gonna be honest, the chick is gonna say something that's gonna be a dead giveaway. You just gotta know how to pay attention. Don't be too drunk or be too high because they'll slide it in. And you just gotta pay attention. They'll try to do, he drunk, he didn't catch what I say. Now me, even when I was drinking, my mind was still a little sharper than your average nigga. So it's something like, wait a minute, hold up, pause. I heard that. That ain't right. That don't sound right. That don't sound right. I'm gonna still keep messing with you because like I said, I am drunk. So I would not stop messing with them. I'm still pursuing because my mind, but it's like, I think back to it when stuff started going wrong. Wait a minute. Now let's go back to what she said that one night. Oh, I see what Shawty up to. Oh, like Joe Clark said, don't lean on me. You trying to con, man. Okay. I see how this go. Yeah. So I just feel real sorry because like that's another statistic. I'm hoping for the best in this man's situation. Prayers up to this man. Prayers up to his family. Even prayers up to the young lady family, even though you was out there. I don't know the particulars, but like I said, if it's what I normally see all the time, you was trying to be on some scandalous stuff. Unfortunately, that costs you your life. And nobody should lose their life over. No, I don't give a damn what you do and how scandalous you been. Nobody has the right to lose their life behind that. So this is a tragic situation all around. I'm just my heart's hurting for them. Prayers to both of those families. Hey man, I'm about to get out of here, man. It was good kicking it with y'all on the porch, man. You want to holler at your cousin, man, your country cousin, like, look, hit me up either on Facebook, Pete McCorvey, find me on Twitter, Instagram, Twitter, Instagram, I don't know why I said like I got something else. It's going to be Petey Mac 10, that's PETEYMAC10. This been cool kicking it with y'all. I'm going to end it like I always end, the famous words of my boy, Big Keith Reed. Be cool, stay calm, and get paid. Peace.